And we are live. Hi guys, good to see you all. Welcome back to Flat Earth British. An extra special wiggly flat thumbs to you all. I'm back. I've been in the YouTube naughty corner, fingers on lips. Don't say any more words, go away. But it was a fair cop actually. So I got a strike for a week on my Matt Leaker channel for a video I done like yonks ago. But it was a fair cop because basically I was dishing Holly weird and stuff, going on about subjects that I would no longer give a shit or want to talk about. So they, told me off and made me go away for a week. So I went over onto the Tatarian channel for a flat a day. And I put a video up of some home movies of the New York's World's Fair. And apparently AI can tell a difference between a classical nude statue of a woman and a real naked woman. So they said basically. So I got done for cyberbullying and harassment. Fair cop. Won't do that again. This is the new censored Martin. Sexual content and nudity. I ask you. So from now on, there can't be any more of that, guys. Okay, because it's on me. So from now on, all women will have knickers and bras on and be wearing little clothes. Okay, but they will not be naked. Okay, there will be no naked shots of women in this post from now on. So going on that, should survive a little bit longer. Thing is I don't think AI can understand a word I'm saying anyway, because you lot can hardly understand me. You have to play me back twice. And if you're from America land, well, you're fucked, aren't you? You can't understand. I sound like one of the Beatles to you, don't I? I'm not even from that country. Welsh, which is why I don't, speak very good English. Yeah, so that's good. So I think if we just couple that with communicating in Morse code, maybe it hasn't been downloaded with Morse code and don't know shit about that. That'd be handy. We should be able to weather this pretty well. Anyway, the apocalypse is awesome, I think. It's got its good points, it's got its bad points. But we're going to look at the good points. And the good points is that we can have some fun and club fuck it and just enjoy ourselves because, so I don't want to, put a finer point on it, go on about it, but it's got the shit handbag. But we don't care because we're going to bring the love and the high vibration and we'll show them all how it's done. I'm going to test an extra large whoopee cushion live on YouTube. So that'll be good. That'll be a bit later. We'll just do an adjacent fart. I don't actually fart because I'm special, holy. Well, that's where the fat comes from. But you know what I mean. Don't worry. Just have to, if you knew me. So what's going on? Right. So I keep in cap. Martin has been reset. This is the new resetted version of Martin. Okay. I'm no longer going to resist. Okay. I've realized where I've gone wrong. No, I have. It's taken me 56 years of where I've gone wrong. So basically, I've been locked into this. I can't stand the establishment. I'm completely anarchic. Fuck you all royally mentality for most of my life. But now I've realized as I've got older that hasn't benefited me any at all in this world. It left this, in fact, this like fuck me up completely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to realize that this is all fucking trauma from being tortured by this crazy fucking place forever. And that's why I'm a bit like I am. But I'm having a reset. I'm changed. I'm a changed man. So what we're going to talk about in this, okay, is a reset and everyone gets killed. Oh, come on. It's funny. So we're going to look at reset North Africa. So that would be the North African coast line in old maps and absolutely stunning clues in some vintage photographs that I've got hold of 1860s antiquity in North America, in North Africa. And later on, we're going to think about really weird, this one, but it's the Omo people, not homo people, okay? Omo people, OMO, who live in sort of Ethiopia, Eritrea sort of places, and they have massive plates in their lips. We're gonna have a look at them later because I've been thinking about them and wondering what's really going on with the plate lips. Because how do they eat? But there's loads of questions with that. We got loads of vintage photos later. We're gonna have a giggle. Okay. No naked women will be presented in this vlog, so AI should be absolutely fantastic about all of that. Plus, the statues that I show, if any, probably one or two, will be concealed. Probably not. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, classical calamity, the fall of the classical world. In my Brian, and from what I've sort of decoded, I think that all of this happened in the recent past, probably around 500 years ago. There's been another reset since then, and something really weird happened in mid 1850s or 1850 around there, where everything just got switched off. Everyone went missing. New population comes in. All very, very peculiar. So I think that this narrative of Tartaria and mud flood is getting big. It's getting everywhere. It's all over TikTok. It's like everyone is out on about it, and there's literally hundreds of channels now talking about it. But I got a sneaky feeling that they were going to talk about this. They were going to roll it out anyway. But I think that my discoveries, I think I jumped the gun. And I think I pushed it forward before their plans. And so by doing that, I fucked everything up. The whole thing. That's what I did. So going on that, you can thank me all later. So let's have a good few shouts. So there's Hippie Shake, our lovely Hippie Shake. She's from Wales land like myself. She's up in Tenby. Do you know how you get to Tenby? 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5. Don't worry, it's a Cardiff joke. You wouldn't get it if you want Welsh. So, Milawana, good to see you. Much love to you, Milawana. So, yeah. YouTube, okay, it's worth hanging on to because I'm thinking, like, although we've become a slave to our gadgets, etc., I haven't. Although Alexa, she doesn't know what I'm saying when I ask for music because it's better than just pissing around typing it in them inconvenient typey things. So anyway, forget about all that. I don't even know what I was saying. It's fucking stupid Martin just returned. Greetings from Norway. Much love to you, Matthias. We love Norway. We love everywhere equally. Okay, so that's everywhere. Okay, so that means everywhere in the realm. Probably not Antarctica because it's Club Tropicana, but yeah, equally. What we're going to do is we're going to send a big wave of what the fuck is all this shit? Okay, because that's basically what we're trying to find out. I've got 56 years of age now, right? And I've been trying to, work out, what exactly I have learned in this realm and what it's all about. And I don't know. Nobody's telling me what I am. I don't even know. Somebody knows. It fucking ain't me. Anyway. Darius, good to see you. Looking forward to the meetup. I'm already in Texas. Right, meetups. Okay, I won't be going to Texas. I can't go to Texas as much as I'd love to be able to go to Texas. Not this time because I got a lot of personal troubles ongoing. Okay. I'm having a meetup tomorrow in Cardiff, just at my local booth. So if anyone wants to show up, I've got some of my old mates turning up. Some people turning up from Birmingham. Matthew's going, my son, Cheryl, everybody in my gang and my friends will be turning up. So if you want to go, link is in the description box below. Apparently it's not going to rain tomorrow. The last time I had a meetup, the weather was like a shit took a shit on a shit. It was really bad. But we still had a fantastic time. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a party. Me and Cheryl are going to sing a karaoke song that we've been mentally practicing, but maybe once we've actually sung it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, actually. So we're going to do that, and we're all going to have a boogie on Dom and welcome in the spring. okay, early, because we've survived the winter, the winter of discontent. It's not been a good winter for a lot of people, admittedly, because everyone, after the weirdness of the last 3 years, then it's all catching up, and then it's like all of the weirdness after, and now the world's all gone AI, smart cities, etc. It's all very, very sinister. So yeah, it's silver liner minor that. Okay, I think that it has to happen. I think consciousness is going through a change. Okay, we've been higher vibrational quality than this before, a higher state of consciousness. We are struggling with it because there's a battery change. A battery change is happening. But the good side of that is it's all peaks and troughs, you see. Okay, so when we were done by there, go back up again to its peak, and that will be when we're at a high state of consciousness, and that's when they do things like build fantastic Tatarian buildings, do unbelievable artworks like I witnessed on the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and things like that. Because they were doing fantastic things with literature and art and everything in the past that nobody seems to be able to pull off in the modern day. And includes like Bernini sculptures, work of Michelangelo, who I really do think is probably the Archangel Michael himself, probably had a holiday on Earth. You've seen the film Dogma. Alanis Morissette played God. Anything is possible, guys. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm doing. So we just have to sit and wait it out. Yeah, but this right. Yeah, we have to sit and wait it out, Dan. But we cannot let our vibrations drop, and this is why. If we let our vibrations drop, okay, even though when it's all coming at us, the holy shit that this thing is, okay, which it is for all of us. I appreciate that, right, guys? But if you don't keep your vibration up, you ain't going to be able to ether pop good shit. Okay. The reason people got shitty lives is because they got shit going on in their minds and they're manifesting the shitty world in front of them. It's much better to try and maintain faith and hope in this place that all will be well. I have faith in humanity will come through this. All right, they seem a bit lost because they're all under extreme trauma and mind control. But that's just a spell. That's just a magic fucking spell that couldn't be broken. It will need something to show them, something undeniable to show them what this place really is, for them to come back home, basically, to its family, which is all the people here struggling together when we shouldn't be struggling together. We should be all having an equal, no matter where you are in the world, just an equal crack at it. All of this control is also uncomfortable. But as I said, so yeah, weather it. Okay, we'll get through hand in hand together, all of us together. We'll just show it. We did it with Rona, guys. We sung all the way through it. We had a jolly old time. Yeah, and with this, which is weirder and uncomfortable, we will hold hands and we will love one another. We will ride right to the other side of it. Okay. And then when we're feeling a higher state of consciousness, energized again and feeling fantastic, we know that we were fucking legends and we did it right. So why waste YouTube anyway? It's such a fantastic medium, having your own television station and being able to say the things that are on your mind, and share your research and your work with the world, which is what I've been doing. But with me, it's just I would have been doing that anyway. If I wasn't on YouTube, I would have been researching anyway. Because it's basically what I do. I'm very, very Sherlock Holmesy. I turn everything into a case, a legal case in my head. Yeah. And try to see what Professor Moriarty's up to. You know what I mean? So Hippie Shake is sharing their tickets there you can get. It's only 25 quid. We're going to have a great day out. It'll be a private party if you like. I'll leave it up to everybody what they want to do, but I'll do a flat day presentation, party on down. We're just going to have a good time. Okay. No pressure and no pressure. Stress-free environment. That's why it's chosen. Okay. Simplicity revealed. And plus it's my peeps. It's Julia. Hi, lovely. But the weather's lovely down there. The weather's been really, really, really wet here in Britain. It makes you ache and stuff. But silver liner mine of that is if we didn't have the shitty weather in Britain, it wouldn't be so fantastic when spring arrives. We're like, oh, it's just so good. See what I mean? It's like having Christmas every day. You wouldn't appreciate it, would you? So, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Was looking through a declassified CIA document. Yeah, Andrew, I've talked about that years ago. The old Adam and Eve and all of the other. It's really kind of the CIA, being the Secret Service, to actually share their secret documents with us, isn't it? Do you think they can be trusted? Don't think they can be trusted. It's like the Vatican Archives releases I went through. I got 16,000 of them downloaded. And they all look like they've been just knocked up recently in Vatican Arts and Crafts, AI's division. You're not wrong, Matt, because thank you for support, JC. Thank you for... That's what we got to do. So keep the vibration up. And I know we all got, sometimes it's like, what the fuck is the point, But I do think there's purpose to this place. I do think that it's worthwhile, guys. It is worthwhile fighting for, spiritually fighting for, that is. I don't know what I was thinking, actually, to presume with what I was thinking was, I was going to say delusions of grandeur, but I don't even think it's that. It's the thought that I was, going to be an active participant in turning around history and saving humanity from all of that weird bullshit they got coming on down the line. Because this is the crossroads part right here. And this is definitely real, and this is definitely real history. So there would be real characters or real people at pivotal moments in history and time that would play roles or parts in this reset. So I just presumeth, because of things that have happened on YouTube and everything else that's happened in my life, that was the case. And then it all changed 2020 when you got like people, just everyone went fucking nuts and turned into Hitler. It's like, stand there, schnell, stand on the, this can't just, with your mouth, all of that going down, which just, it didn't make me mental or anything. It was just like, oh yeah, just typical of that to happen is ever. So I was just a bit disappointed by that. And then I thought after that, yeah, they can fuck off too. So, but now I've come around and I've realized why it's happened and the reasoning, because it needs to happen. And the reset is a necessity. But, I guess I beat myself up, like, about like the injustices in the world, the way people are treated in other countries and all of the bullshit dialectics against people, brothers and sisters, and then hating on one another because of the fucking news. That gets to me. So, if that could be remedied, that would be really good, where everybody everywhere could just get on all right. And, because at the end of the day, what we want to love our families, look after our children, make sure they're in a safe environment and a future. Yeah. I don't think, people like, oh, I want to be rich. I want to win the lottery. Half of them people that say that, they wouldn't know what to do with the money if they even had it. They would probably kill themselves with it if they had it. So, it's not even that, is it? If you've got everything you need, what more do you need? So, if you turn that energy around into, what good can I do in the world today in your mind? Because, it's them little bits that you do, guys, that all adds up, I think, and, there's consequence for everything. I think about this sometimes with like some of the fucking things that have happened in my life. I'm like, oh, fucking hell. There's constant consequence for that later on, which it always invariably is. But it's the same if you do like, good deeds or just pass some love. And that just sends ripples out into the ether, man. Heal the whole fucking place. So that's the vibration we gotta keep in mind, and that's the attitude we need to keep, guys. I know it's tough, and it is, but I'm not a quitter, and I do not give up. I don't think you find anyone more stubborn than me. And to be honest, guys, I've been doing things, especially with truthing, at my own detriment. And then I was like, okay, well, I can't be helping everybody else if I can't help myself, because you've got to lead by example. And if my life's a total clusterfuck, how can I help anyone else? So that's where I've been, priority is been getting my my affairs in order, my life in order, because I got all sorts of issues, but it's all because of my mental state, because of this fucking torture that I've had in my life, this place. Because I don't blame the people if they're narcissistic by nature. It's not even that, is it? It's not even that. Everyone's got love in them, even them. I'm sure of it. Uplift Mojo, yeah, yeah, that Lisa, yeah, you got to keep. We're all. I'm not saying I can't speak for you all guys, but myself, I've since I come back from America, life has been a real trial, and that has to be for a reason. But what have I learned? I've learned a lot. I've learned to. I've been humbled. I've been face planted. I've been literally handed my ass in a fucking handbag. I don't know what to do with myself. But loved ones and friends came to me, help me, which was a godsend. I swear to God, just a miracle, which I really appreciate. Just to help me, because I put the flat Earth community, flat Earth British community, before everything, and fucked up, fucked up big time. Annette, but I'm trying to put it all right now, guys. I'm trying to put everything, fix everything that I can. We want Martin in the USSA. Oh, I will be back someday, maybe even this year, but just I'm just not going to be able to, and there's these reasons. I got appointments. I really need to be there. I can't be in two places at once. So, Aaron, good to see you, Dan. Christopher Harvey, good to see you. So yeah, I'm going to share some pics. We're going to go through them. I don't want to be like a 3-hour post today. Like I've got that to do tomorrow. Do you love our America, Martin? Yeah, do very much. Grieve for it. I'd grieve for it because it's just a fantastic place. I don't know why anyone speaks any negativity about America. It's not the government, is it? The people are fucking awesome. It's the governments that suck. Same year. So, and people got preconceived notions about it all, and they couldn't be further from the fucking truth. Most giving, welcoming people you could possibly imagine. But I'm sure they're like it in other places. They were nice and welcoming like that. In Germany, when I used to go there, be like, oh, coming in, eat our food, and have a lay down, have a great day, and then you leave, and then the lady will say to her husband, any idea who that was? No, they don't even fucking care. So it's a bit of that, just caring for the community, and they support one another. Bit better than they do in Britain, because in Britain it's got a very untrustworthy place. Wasn't when I was a kid. I grew up in a street where all the front doors were left open. Nobody would steal off anyone else because no one really had anything to steal. But the same token, it was a really clean environment, lovely gardens, whistling postmen, the milkman in the morning, the coal fires. It was such a better world. And now this. So I'm not saying, I'm not resisting it, because I can't, because you got to work within it, otherwise you can't exist. I've worked that out. It took me a while. But as for the truth, I think that has to be persevered. I don't even know why. I think that I presume to share my research and my findings, even though they blow my mind out. And I think when I show people these, it's going to blow their minds out. Do I think about the consequence of that? Do I think about the consequences of when I'm shifting people's paradigm? What about the people who suffer with cognitive dissonance? What happens to them? Were they going to have an angry reaction, or maybe even a sad reaction? I've been lied to. Am I doing that? So, I should be more treading carefully instead of just stamping all over people's belief systems and worldviews. So that's something else that I've had to address in my head. Okay, is the consequences of what I do. Now, because of the topics that I talk about, the reset of civilization, which is an assurity that definitely went down, I got to feel the energy of it. I got to feel the energy of it then, and I'm feeling the energy of the fear. that may be attached to, oh, could there be a tsunami? Could we all be killed? I wouldn't even fucking worry about it. No, 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 that's not what the reset is. The reset is consciousness. That's what the reset is. And it peaks and it troughs and it's connected with the sun. Okay, that'll go yellow or it'll be golden again. And that might not be too far into the future, guys. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Yeah, it's no point. We should just, like, as I said, just keep a happy vibe. Okay, doesn't even matter. That's the conclusion I've come to, is it doesn't even matter. No, fight it, whatever it is. Don't connect your energy to the beast thing, whatever it is, because it's taking your energy. Then you got to keep your energy for yourself, protect yourself, families, your little realm. Okay, and just get on with that. You do you. That's what I said. Get paranoid, Martin. No, get paranoid, Martin. They know that you know it's flat. Christian Page, paranoia. I've been accused of being paranoid, but I don't think so. I think I'm quite rational, and I do think things out before I just jump to a conclusion. And if I haven't got any judgment on it, I don't, conclusion on it, I won't even mention it. And I do all of that within seconds in my brain. Dolly, good to see you. Oh yeah, see all of that, the shield thing, like on all of that, yeah. Why do you even address it? Because the thing is these people, they don't look well at all. They look like they're really scared that their soul's in fucking mortal danger or eternal danger, and it's all over. Especially with that one you just mentioned, yeah. I'd much prefer to be on my fucking ass in the situation I'm now with, living with all of that guilt, shame, and you could have all the fucking money in the world and they can't be happy. They're never gonna be happy. So for that, let them be. If that's what they're going to be, and they're going to, work on that side, let them be. Good, fucking good. Good to her. They won't win. I think they got a narrative, but that's not the case at all, and we all know that, don't we? Thank you for agreeing with me. You don't have to agree. You can actually criticize me and not be blocked. Don't troll me though. But you're entitled to your opinion. We're happy with it now. Ask Copilot if they know of Martin Leaker. Certainly, yeah, he does, Jan. I pissed around with AI a week or so ago, ChatGPT. Can you do a mud flood and Tatari video based on the work of Martin Leaker? And it just cut up videos of mine and made a video. It knew me. So I was like, whoa. But then it tried to debunk me and said, oh, this is just a theory, blah, 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 because that's set into the protocols or whatever. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Yeah, sometimes I wish I was wiser. I'm getting better though as I get older, and I have been carnage, but that is for good reason. And I've been able to look at that, which is something I'm not usually able to do. Is look at that, which is not good and not comfortable to look at. But and I know I always say I don't give a fuck, but that couldn't be further from the truth, guys. I'm just defense mechanism thing. I don't mean that. I mean, I couldn't care more. And that's my problem. If it is a problem to be an empath, not really. We have had our lives being empaths and creative artists in this place. It was always going to be difficult. I didn't know that till later on. Send Brian Evans some love. He's got a bit of a chesty on him, but I'm not surprised because of the stinking fucking damp weather in Wales at the moment. So, Anthraxi. Okay, well, we're going to have a little humorous giggle a bit later on. Okay, thanks for your support. Thanks for everyone who's shown the love and support in the community this last week with my strike itch. But it's just like I really didn't like school, and YouTube is exactly like school. It's like stand in the corner, fingers on lips for a week, and then you're supposed to do like a tutorial, which is basically me having to say where I went wrong and stuff like a child, which I can't really do that. So Hugh, There's some parts of this realm I'm not actually mentally equipped to deal with, I've noticed. Right, Hugh, what's you saying? Don't criticize anyone until you have walked a mile in their shoes. Couldn't agree more. At least then you will be a mile away and have their shoes. All right, fucking hell. Thanks, you. Bringing the love and bringing the humour. Life is real. Love from Spain. Hola. Okay, we got all the guys in the house. Hat. Hat and Miss Art. Good to see you. Nice name. Eshrani. Salutations. I've been missing you lately. Well, it's only been a week, but you know what they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And you know, there's not many places on YouTube you can go for a positive buzz and a not give a fuck experience. Is there really? But let's have a look at some Reset Civilization. It'll be good. So I'm going to leave a little picture of me in the corner of the screen. For 30 minutes I've talked. Okay, so 300 odd of you in the chat. Happy day of the week. Let's just try my whoopee cushion. Before I share screen. Right. Giant whoopee cushion. Experiment. Right, let's see if this works. Very fluctuant. Ass like a windsock. Okay. Well, we've got to try things out. We're not going to get given a whoopee cushion to not test it out live on YouTube. Ooh, free in chat. Wunderbar, fabelhaft. Okay, let's move on. And there's Will White Ghosts. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. Okay. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant size whoopee cushion. They should be really big as air balloons. Okay, let's move on. Vibes is in the house. Double flat thumbs to Wiggly and flat thumbs to Infinity Fries. Thanks for everyone being here. I'm going to present and talk a bit about stuff. Okay, and this is the new censored Martin. Okay, I'm not going to be talking about anything or showing anything too rude or anything anymore. And what we're going to look at first in this post, it's some fantastic pictures of North Africa. This is Tunisia or Tunis. And they show an existence of a classical world, but I noticed the countryside is not exactly Sahara Desert in Tunisia, but check out this Phoenician stuff. So I'm not sure why these guys in fezzes are actually on this old path, but I've got a sneaking suspicion this goes to Asian civilization. Right, check out this this stuff. So they got fragments of the classical world. Whoever was in North Africa, I think the Phoenicians was there. They say Carthage was there, but you know, you got the grapes here, haven't you, and the leaves, and this is, you know, basically, you know, the Bacchus thing, which is Babylonian, which is, you know, Phoenician. And I'm not sure, these are oil burners, aren't they? So it's a big thing about burning oil. I think there's a lot to do with anointing oils as well. You get a lot of them in religion, but I think them oils have better specific properties that did more than we think. Not so much of the myrrh next time. Thanks, Three Wise Men. You noticed this Phoenician trough or water thing or whatever it is, got two angels or winged beings. So I'm puzzled as to why there are so many winged beings in antiquity, but they're holding like a disc or like a portal or a mirror even, with what looks like a woman in it. And you've got the Chabnuskis with the trumpets there. So it really, you know, this whole Phoenician thing, it's like they arrived. Well, I think they arrived out of the water, but it really does show portals. Wonder why they brick that window up. Window tax, maybe. So yeah, this is by a Mr. Babylum and a Mr. Reinrich, 1883, 1884. Okay. So this looks like Roman red brick. Can't say if it's red, but it's that flat sort of brick. And you can think entropy, rain, time, or that something really bad happened to this civilization, which I'm going to show on maps a little bit later. Got some questions that I have found looking at maps today. I want to, okay, that's Latin, that's Roman. And that seems to be buried deep in the mud also. Interesting. Yeah, so some questions I got. Okay, so the antiquity in Tunis, and we're going to look at Tripoli in a minute. That's mind-blowing. Shows classical world, but when you look on the Middle Ages maps of that area, the Sahara is green, as is the Fertile Crescent, but they're showing you cities that are more like Tartarian cities, more like minareted Germanic type buildings, as I'll show you on these, which is not matching, which is what is on the ground, which is all of this fucked up classical world stuff that's been smashed to smithereens. So has that really been there since the Bronze Age? I wonder who put them pieces together, or did they just fall like that? Ponta. Nico Ponta says on there. I think it says Stephen there. Maybe Latin's not too far removed from British, and you can see the the mosaic paneling is the typical Phoenician thing with the leaf. You always see that leaf. I don't know what it designates. I've worked that out, and some super interesting geometry going on here on the plates, almost like cymatic waves, especially with that one. I bet you that is a cymatic vibration frequency. I bet they all are. So that's interesting. So yeah, just have a little whiz through, and Phoenician gardages. But somebody's taken the time to pick these pieces of antiquity up. Remember, this is Tunisia. This is North Africa. This is not Egypt. It's the what would have been the wider Libya. And this thing here is for rainwater. So do they have that much rain in Tunisia? You would require one of them. I was under the impression Tunisia was more Sahara deserty, but maybe not near the coast, eh? So that is the writing there comes up to all the way up to there, and there's ground level. So all of that writing would have been submerged in the mud because there was a mud flood that came through here at some stage. So I really do think the whole of the Mediterranean was once, above the water, and something happened, an earthquake, and the gates of Colossus crashed down, and the wider Atlantic Ocean came flooding, and that Noah's flood, flooding a civilization. That looks quite buried. Corinthian tops, so it's not the Greeks. But, Greeks was a colloquial term for anyone in the Eastern Mediterranean, apparently. So, Trojans, Greeks, Carthaginians, is there really any difference in their cultures? They changed a few god names, haven't they? But they're the same people. There's a mosaic, and we look like we got some giant aquatic beings. Not sure what that is. Sort of sea serpent. Let me just see. Oh, let me find me on chat because I've got to be able to keep an eye on the show as well as share screen. So yeah, more oil burners. Well, they had a lot of antiquity left. See, the world is smashed, but they got all of these, personal items still around. I can't actually find me. Mountain Leaker. There I am. Okay. 350 there. Okay, I'm here. And I'm weekly flat firms. Just checking. So another thing I've noticed, you may have noticed too, guys, is the amount of heads that are missing off of ancient statues. Did someone deliberately knock them off, or did they just come off in the tsunami or event or whatever happened? And that looks Coptic in nature. And it's supposed to be a Muslim country, Tunisia, but not this period, obviously. Oh, Phoenician banding. And then Carthage, like Troy, ended in an instant in some terrible calamity that is cited for, by the classics as happening in the far off, distant past, Bronze Age, even earlier. So apparently, all in thousands and thousands of years ago, that's interesting, pyramid, we got all of these artifacts still lying around. And, Jesus, that's a lot of stonework, isn't it? Look at the size of the lintels, the stones under here. They use special aggregate, Roman aggregate, uses gypsum, and they use a bit of volcanic ash, mix it rock hard. And you can, it lasts thousands of years, and you can lay it underwater as well. He's got a homunculus on his arm. It looks a bit like Hercules because he's got the club, I think. He's got his arms up. And they all got little skirts on, but I think that's something to do with the hot weather. But oh yeah, look at this. So they all had a lot of beards, considering it's so hot, apparently. What's this? Deji? Oh, I don't know. Oh, we can find anything out. I can see the scratching marks, stonemasons marks from, scratching the stone. So what about all of that? Water and entropy and thousands of years of time. I wonder what happened with that. So yeah, similar story down the coast a little. These are apparently a little bit earlier. I picked these up off of Facebook on one of those WoooooHooooo channels that you get on there. Size of these walls, anyway, this is nuts, right? So this is Tripoli, which in the modern day is an ex-city, capital of Libya, and it would have been capital of that part of the world in the classical era. So let's have a check this stuff out. So yeah, it's a lot underappreciated, the antiquity of North Africa. It's just crazy antiquity if you look at it, just the same as what you get in Greece and Europe and stuff. But you never hear them talking about it. It's always Egypt and pyramids, etc. But there's all this groovy shit going on. Look at that tower there. And it's not really, Sahara deserty. There's plants and trees everywhere, isn't there? It's a lot more greener than I would have thought. You've got palm trees, but it's on the coast, so you've got the sea air. So there it is. I bet it looks a lot skyscrapery in the modern day. Nice landing platform there for an air balloon. Step down into Tripoli. Otherwise called Tripoli. So there's what looks like to be a Roman arch with all its stuff missing, or a classical arch, which looks like an upside down horseshoe magnet, which probably did pretty much the same. Probably something to do with creating a magnetic field, but all of the outside of it is not really there anymore, just the inner bit, which has some big stones included in it. Tripoli monument, and a polis. So that's a very Phoenician. Anything with polis on the end is there, like Minneapolis. It's the Phoenician thing. So you got some what look like if it was well, I'm guessing it could be the British in Tripoli. They look British. They got pith helmets on, which sounds a bit like piss helmets, but really it's pith helmets. Don't take the pith. And they were the desert wear of the day. So a nice Moorish feel to that there. So were the Moors ripping through North Africa? Probably at some stage. Check that out. Whoa. Okay, there's a few people going in there. Let's have a mag up because you got the Phoenician lions on this. I'm not sure what they are. They look like swords, maybe. And artworks. And a massive domage. Look at that. But all of that decoration. Okay. Phoenicia. And they've got a little bandstand there. Let's have a look at that. That's interesting. Maybe for water. steam coming out of it or something. And you've got all these railings going around it, and it's all mud outside, so it's horse and cat. I don't know why they do that. I think it's some sort of tech, these railings, because you're not going to ram raid that, are you? Oh, this one, it's definitely gone and sunk in something. It's up to there, isn't it? That's a double dome, whatever that was. Probably not for worship. I don't think everybody was worshipping stuff like that. And that is, what exactly is that? Window inside of a cliff. Maybe it was just a little shrine where they put little shriney stuff on. Little statue of Mithra or the gods. So, wow, okay. And maybe they wanted to keep out of the way of the floodwater or something, because that is a pretty high wall. And that is really all the juice and the living stuff is right up out of the way of the ground, isn't it? So, could be for enemies, could be for water. And it is by the coast. So some of these are more modern. They got the telegraph there. Difficult to say what that is. I don't think that's from the classical era. I think that's more, they built that. Yeah, wow. That could be ancient block of flats. I wonder what that T thing is there. And the size of the windows as well. Was it really for occupants, people? Tiny little windows, like no light in at all. So yeah, Tripoli got sort of bombed, didn't it, in X-City because of Gaddafi Duck, who loved his people and did so many terrific things for them, and you know, they didn't want for nothing, and he looked after them all, but that wasn't actually popular, so that bombed the shit out of it all, didn't they? Yeah. Looks like they're having it a bit better than us. We better fucking bomb the shit out of them then, haven't you? So check this out, star footage, and a bigger star footage that is Tripoli, big tower in the middle. So yeah, they had the star foot going on in Barbaria, part of Barbaria, which sounds like Barbaria, Tartaria, Barbar, Tartar. Sounds the same thing, doesn't it? So, and a little rotunda surrounded by wall. So I doubt any of this stuff was for battling. I don't think people would do that. It's like you literally get injured. Oh, well, they do get floods. There's the evidence. So that would, if you see any mud flood basements in any pictures, you ask yourself, why would they do that in a place where it floods? But you get the juice up out of the air, out of the way of the river, the swells. Keep the highnesses high. That's why they keep high streets in cities, keep out of the way of the water. And our highnesses live on high ground, so they can keep out of the way of the high water. Ooh. Well, that looks a bit messed up. That looks like it might have been coffins or something, but they can be from the ancient world because they would not be there now. But there are sort of human-shaped boxes outside there, which look like coffins, but we don't know how old them are. If they are mausoleums, we don't know how long they've been there, do we? So let's move on. Okay. What else can we find in these pictures? Bit of beach. I don't think they were doing bikinis too much in them days, more covered up. Right, so look at that. Yeah, they're not doing beach. But they know how to keep themselves cool, don't they, in these hot countries? They got it down. Well, I suppose they got it, haven't they? Because it fucking absolutely bakes. Oh, that's a big lump of masonry, isn't it? Bit of a fort thing going on there, next to a railway station. Could have been the old railway station. So there they are, the Libyan people drilling for water and using a cow. And there's their interstate, their camels to take stuff through. Ooh, that would be all right. I get it's a minaret for like calling to prayer. In the modern day, they have speakers. These look like speakers. I wonder if they're speakers. And then you got the crescent up there. Got the Muslim, but I think it might have been good, a useful landing platform before, you know, religions took over the realm with weirdness. Your Google warship, send your energy somewhere, and make all your problems someone else's. But it's okay. Religion is good. I think it is, because if you're a total shit, it's okay, because you can just be redeemed. So you can do endless cycles of being a shit and just redeem yourself. It's brilliant. Cop out. Oh, it's okay. I'll be forgiven. Not so sure about that. I think you get like a big imprinting on your soul of all the things you do life after life, guys. I really do. And it all adds up, as I said. That's why I prefer to do good things if I can. So yeah, this looks like it's mostly buried. Now Windows half buried. God, imagine that in its heyday. And it would have been an entire civilization out here in the middle of nowhere. Wow, look at that. That is in the sand. Right. Well, I wonder why that lintel would be there with an arch over the top. Okay, it is overhead lintel, so that's the top of a window then, which is now in a sand dune, which is not unusual for sandy places to get buried in the sand. Whoa, something like that. Look at that. Whoa, look, there's a bloke there to give you perspective of what happened. Look at this. The side of the building just fell off. And it's still there. After all that time? No. I really do think this apocalypse happened in the recent past. The Noah's flood type affair. Wow, look at that. So trippy. Looking into the past. The echoes of the past. I'm wondering, who were these people that built them? What did they look like? What were their strange technologies? How could they know so much about geometry and mathematics? How could they know? Look at that, guys. I wonder what that did. So much we don't know. And it's not aesthetics, I can guarantee. There's that big slab. Look at the size of that. Just fell off. He's walking next to a creek. All right, this is a glass plate photo. Bit of a negative going on there, I think. Negative photos are weird, aren't they? Wow, what a messed up world. And there is the bay. That is Tripoli. I don't know what it looks like in the modern day. If they got star folk going on, they surely have. But Barrier has a ton of star forts. It's funny how everybody shares exactly the same star fort plans. Enemies alike. French, Spanish, Germans, all sharing their plans for the same star forts. Makes no sense. That just shows me that they're not military. No matter what they show in them engravings, they're just engravings. Okay. See, this is something that AI wouldn't even need to piss around and mess around with, I don't think. Mind you, having said that, I think we're AI. We'll get down to nitty gritty of it. Makes sense, actual perfect sense. Bioorganic, self-healing robots. Check that out. With our needy fucking bodies. Oh my God. Give me food. Give me food. I want to poop. I want to pee. What's that? Oh, I want an itch. Ooh, I want a buzz. Ooh. Needy fucking bodies. Jeez. Good job. Is the soul needy though? Do you think the soul's needy? Yeah, soul needs it. Challenges, love, and just to know everything will be okay. Because that's important. When people give up hope, they what the fuck's the point? And then it's like, wow, you just gave up, didn't you? Just like, if you have got a problem with them, you just fucking bent over for them. Don't give them that. Fight on. Oh yeah, I see your point there. So what you got to do? She's going to die anyway. So, well, there is that. So, yeah, Amy. Pointless sitting there waiting for anyone to come and rescue us. That's not going to happen. We need to do that. There's a pyramid there. We need to rescue us. That's what I think. Ooh, there's a lot of modern shit going on there. That looks very North African in its way. Oh my God, there's that strange rotunda, and it's up on a riverbank or something. So what they got there? A wolf or a jackal or something, or a dog thing? A boat with a sail. Oh, that looks a bit like something you get in Russia, isn't it, with the onion dome? But yeah, it's a definite Moorish feel along here. Got blowholes, so they got sort of antiquitech, which is now in the Urban Dictionary. Squirrel Sniper hooked me up. They don't actually say where it came from, but they say, oh, this is what it means. They give an accurate description of what it means. But so I think I've got other words in the Urban Dictionary. Somebody else told me. I can't remember what they are now. But yeah, changing the paradigm, changing the language. Stick with it, but change loads more as well. AI can't understand fucking word I say, so it doesn't even matter. So awesome. That looks like a cake. Something you could eat, like a nice big chocolate gatto. It's beautiful, isn't it? Gatto buildings. And now they're ghetto buildings. Funny how that happens. Once they were sheiks, now they're sheiks. I don't think you get sheiks in Tripoli. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Ducci, the boss. Ducci. Okay. And there's a nice panorama. Let's have a look. Panorama of Tripoli. I haven't been there, but I've sailed past and seen its pretty lights, but I heard back from the sea a few times. I was like, oh, I'd love to go. Same for Algeria as well. Let's go. Would love to have a look. Oh, look, mermaids, Phoenicians, it's all there. Looks really lovely, but it is on the Mediterranean, so there is that. Oh, it's not a place I've looked at before. It's Tripoli, and it's a shame what happened to it, really. I hope it's all better now. Anyway, in staying in Africa, I'm wondering about these, right? Plate face homos, not homos. Okay, we just like don't care about all that LGBT and NBQRS things going on. So let's try and work out what's going on. So she's a bit restricted in what she can do, isn't she? I don't think she could eat a Jaffa cake, for example. I think certain sexual practices are on the window. So what's the game? So I think what we're discussing actually, I think it might be this. So in the old days, okay, tribes of Africa, right? They used to let's go over to the neighboring village and steal all their women because our women they eat too many pies. So they go to they go over to they go over to the neighboring village, and the neighboring village, they're fucking geniuses. They got all of their women hooked up with plates. So the neighboring village is like they come back, after a reconnaissance mission to the native village. You say they got many women, in their language. It's like, yeah, but we ain't going there, bro. It's like, what do you mean we ain't going there? It's like, well, they got these big fucking plates in their mouth, bro. It's like, all right. Let's go east instead, only to find out that there's more almost there as well. So, is it beautiful? Well, I wonder what it looks like upside down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, bad trip. Okay. So maybe you can help me, guys. What do you think's going on? I can see that, I thought at first, oh, that's really clever. They lift the plate up, put foods on there, and then they can just go blunt. No, it's their lip. It's right the way fucking round there. Okay. And AI, this. We'll see how that goes anyway. Okay. Marticus did Farticus. Check out his urines. This is big business in the modern day. Yeah, it's them urines where they have big loopy urines, but he's got like a shape in it. He's cut it out, and he's put all rings around there. That might be a technology help with thought powers. And I say she looks like she's got jet blue eyes. Beautiful. But they do this. Does it hurt? Fucking probably. And then they got to do little scars on themselves and stuff. I don't know all that. So let's see how this goes down. Because so hang on. Oh, I'm gagging a bit. Okay, he's sucking a pipe. I get it, but you know, it's like they got 2 plates. That's how they do it. They got 2 plates, and they ram the food down between the 2 plates. I'm fucking gagging a bit. And they scar themselves as well. I love the that looks like a bit like a laser beam going on there, or a bit of lightning going on there. So yeah, well, he's smoking a pipe. You just have some strange indigenous populations, or so not strange. We're trying to learn what the fucking hell's going on and what is their interpretation of reality. Yeah, because these from the islands of Luzon in the Philippines. There's a married couple here in their marriage dress. It's antennas, isn't it? She's got a little cross on her head with all wires coming off it, and he's got a pair of antennas on his head as well. So they got antennas on their heads, and all of the wires coming off here as well. More to close than you can imagine. So I wouldn't laugh at this guy if I was you guys, because he's a witch doctor and he casts spells from afar. And I can guarantee you probably know about it if you was to giggle. And if you have already, that's on you. I didn't giggle. Each to their own, guys. So okay, that one, she's not too. That's well, I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's probably really good practice. I'm just trying to intellectually come to a conclusion of what the fucking hell is going on. So is it a technology? What did they see that made them want to do it? She's got inscriptions on hers. Oh yeah, this guy can't hold any food in his. He's got holes in his one. Oh, excuse me. They're mostly she's, I've noticed. Wow, that's so intense. I don't know whether to run or cry or whatever. That is really terrifying. Incredible weird earrings as well. Massive loopy things. That's big now, isn't it? You get loads of people with their big loopy earrings. Oh my God, not like that though. She's got tartan on, like Scottish people. Huh. I wonder what clan she's from. So I can't fucking work out what's going on. Does it make you urine a lot better? Fuck yeah, you can urine like literally an antelope fat 5 miles away because of this echo plate. Oh, hang on a minute. Is that what's going on? Does it enhance your senses, for example, like taste? She's got loads of seashells. I wonder where she got them from. In the middle of the Kalahari, or actually the Betrayan Desert, probably by the coast. So what I can deduce from that is I really haven't got a clue what's going on with them. Just some more Ethiopian stuff. These are from the 18th century, and they're spell books. These are spell books. Let's see if we can understand one iota of what any of this antiquity says. It's Ethiopian and Trajan, same as these Omar people area. I don't know if this is their language or whether their language would be oral. I doubt it with the plates in them on. So they got winged beings as well, haven't they? Like angels, like you get in Christian stuff. And this guy, he's got wings and he's picking a demon or a djinn by his hair, saying, "Look what I found." And he's got a pair of their medieval stupid shoes that I don't think actually happens in reality. Does that make any sense? Hey, nonny, no, and hey, nonny, no, look at my curly shoes. So I've been looking at this. It's supposed to be magic spells. I can't work out any of it. I don't know what language it is, actually. There's little bits I recognise. Like it says Hugh. It says Hugh there. Hugh. It says... I don't know, but they're all symbols rather than letters. We can see a Y, can't we, and a W and a C, little crosses. So yeah. So don't read it because I can't guarantee, what would happen with these magic spells. So let's have a look at some more Ethiopians because the theme of today is Africa, and look at their rich history. Again, they got a version of Archangel Michael. They got the same version, and he's got a spear, and what's he doing? Oh, right, it's a naked, well, looks like blonde woman covered in her things, laying on the floor. I thought he was going to get a dragon. It doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so this is a magic spell for love. Check out this. Ooh, somatic pattern on, yeah. So this is a magic spell here. It looks like Solomon's sigils as well, so that makes perfect sense. So is there any more spells there? Okay, this was a love spell. Okay, look at it quick. I'll link them up later, guys, in case you want to do a love spell. Okay, say fuck this, spring is coming. I want a love spell. Okay, but I tell you what, they can go tits up, love spells. They really can. So this is another one, and they got angels on here as well. This is supposed to be, from the Etrian people, and they have exactly the same things as they witnessed as you get in the Holy Bible. So it's winged beings, although this one looks like Donald Trump. I didn't mean that, AI. I love Donald Trump. Him and his wife. She's lovely, isn't she? She speaks 5 languages, apparently. Ivan, whatever his name is, her name is. Be quiet, man. Do it again. So, yeah, more angels' wings. Right, let's have a look what we got here. Oh, what are we looking at? This is some strange shit going on. I'll show what that is, guys. Looks like how to get your angels' wings manual. Okay, stick with it. You can get them if you want them. You can get it if you really want, but you must try. So I was looking at Cosmograph here again because it basically shows a green, pleasant Africa. But I want to just draw your attention to this, not the globe. Is if this was a reality, then you wouldn't need to do a transatlantic flight to go to America land. You'd literally, all you'd have to do is go up to Scandinavia, get the ferry across, and then literally catch the train down to America. Wouldn't that be glorious? But there you go. Apparently this is the case. And I'm a bit confused about other maps on here as well. Now I've been looking at them and wondering what go on. So here is a sort of Mercator thing, but you get this blob on the bottom, which they're saying is Antarctica and Antarctica. There's Phoenicians and Wales, the usual thing going on in the oceans, but nowhere is snow. And you get this with the Urbano Monte map and other maps of this period. You don't see any snow anywhere, just green, pleasant Antarctica. But as I've mentioned many, many times, Antarctica weirdly comes up to, Korean Peninsula or Thailand. It makes no sense. So there's a few weird inconsistencies. Now they show an azimuthal equidistant. Okay, so the top bit shows you an ocean maybe in the middle, but like a line coming from where Mount Meru should be, but land all the way around. You should literally should be able to walk across from Asia to America, no problem. There's the Bering Straits, and the same. You should be able to walk from Europe or catch the train at least. How come? And this is 1500s. And then you get, excuse me, this Antarctica strange thing here, which I'm really curious at, because just now it was showing it coming up as far as Thailand, etc. But if this is supposed to be Antarctica, how are they going to know what it looks like when it's surrounded by hundreds of miles of ice pack? And then they managed to know what it looks like before it's actually been discovered and under the snow. And on that other map, it showed it coming up really, really high. You can't see the Indian side. But again, you get like a Mount Meru thing coming up from there to there. Interesting. We're moving on. And there's a butterfly map. Let's have a look at this one. Yes, you should be able to walk from America, which is only this tiny sliver. It doesn't look like the East Coast is raised from the water at this period. Panhandle's there. Because seems to be a lot of the map missing. because I think that it's still underwater. And these dudes blowing, you know, steaming or whatever, clouds in. I think that is magnetism. Fleur-de-lis, all of their coding. Okay. So that's the center bit. But I guess that could be land. No, this is land. So yeah, all green all the way around. And America is only that bit. All right, the East Coast is there because there's the panhandle. It's the West Coast that's missing. Just a shitload of islands, excuse my language, for Pamela, whose 11-month-old grandson is listening. Squiggly flat thumbs for the baby. That's British Isles. This is orientated east to west, looking across the pond to America land, which is only by there, apparently. And what's bringing a Phoenician phoenix across the Atlantic is a cat or a float on wheels dragged by flying fish. So a phoenix dragged across the Atlantic from America in 1500s by flying fish. Okay, maybe there's a message in that somewhere. So yeah, what if that happened though? You know, that this was sealed, you know, that this kept out the wider ocean, you know, this Straits of Gibraltar, and then you know, just an earthquake or Santorini event or whatever, and then the seas come rushing in and drown. This is why you get so many islands in Greece and that, and archipelagos everywhere in the Mediterranean. So yeah, Barbaria here, okay, you've got Morocco coming over to Libya, and you can see these castles and fairy tale castles, which you get all over Europe, which we're not witnessing on the photographic record, unless they're not showing us then. So, it's good to be back. Hello, hello. So this is Denmark, and this is part of England, and everywhere's got the same sort of beautiful. Okay, let's get over to North Africa. Beautiful Tatarian buildings. So here's Barbaria. And as you can see, I've shown these before, there's no Sahara Desert. It's green and pleasant lands. And you get a lot of like naked white people, which is what you'd expect to see. Peacocks, loads of deciduous trees in Barbaria. And these fairy tale castles everywhere, which do not look like the classical architecture in which we witnessed just now for this area. So yeah, Africa was green. Something from this period when this map was made, because this could be an older map or whatever, never had a Sahara Desert at all. And it was green and pleasant, as was the Fertile Crescent, which is now blistering desert when it wasn't. I've got all them islands there and archipelagos. Italy, Sicily, and also all Greece. Looks like something just exploded it. This is looking north to south. This is the coast of Africa. These are strange. I never know what these geometric patterns are. I think they maybe mark up nodal points, because you see like these lines everywhere. So yeah, okay, for orientating some sort of early ordnance. Or is this something to do with that they map out the grid system of the ley lines? You know, you get the fleur-de-lis pointing in that direction here, and this doesn't really look compass-like, and they are all weird, different. I don't know what they are really. So that's down in West Africa, and that looks like shit go down. But again, you can see the cities that exist look like this, like little German hamlets with walled environments and minarets, but no classical world. That's interesting. I've seen that symbol before. Where have I seen that before? I got it. Jeepers Creepers. He built a thing made out of human fingers or something, and it was like, oh, don't worry. If you haven't seen Jeepers Creepers, there's no point in even going on. Anyway, word association. See, guys, I do things by patterns and pictures to remember. So a bit of fisticuffs going on. But these, look at these cities. They're not there now. The green and pleasant world that was. What's happening with this? Okay, come on, Phoenix. We're going to go and zap the fuck out of the Sahara Desert, the North Africa, make it a desert. And here's your Phoenician, bolt naked on his whale, over Sharabanuskis on their little flying fish. And they're bringing a float with 2, maybe 3 phoenixes on there. Because North Africa's really big. It's going to need some zapping, you know. Oh, yes, yes. So look, they're flags. Ooh. So what are they telling us? That they came from another place and they had advanced technologies. See the laurel leaf all the way around. But why drag a float across the ocean when you get boats? Anyway, we're moving on. So this, yeah, really, oh, they got a dragon thing there. So have a look at that. This is more your East Africa. And you've got all these palaces. And white people, there's a king. He's like, I haven't got clothes, but he's got a scepter and a crown. And he's got king stuff. So, And there's people out in Madagascar are also white. It's a very confusing world. Nothing actually seems to make any sense. Oh, there's the Red Sea. And everything's green and pleasant and looking exactly the same. And there's a Caspian Sea. And what looks like a Tartarian king. Tartaria. So that's a Tartarian king. He's also got a scepter and stuff. Okay. And he's giving daggers to another guy who's over there. He's like, but he's got a scepter too, and will zap his ass. It's a bit like MAD, you know, mutual destruction. These are the Persians. Yeah. Best to stay away from that subject, eh? So yeah, where's the Himalayas? There's a guy sat on top of the Himalayas. I'm not seeing these Himalayas, these things here, these mountains. It's supposed to be the biggest mountain range on Earth. I'm not feeling it. Fucking hell. Kings get lazy, don't they? And they got them as well, dogheads, as you know. Sinosofia and Bellimis and other stampods. They whack it and apparently causes a massive, I'm guessing, kinetic blast with their wacky feet. Because they've got one big wacky feet. Why do they tell us this is happening in reality? Are they just fucking with us? Where's all this stuff now? Makes no sense. See. Okay, I'm back for a minute. Right, 400 of you watching. Super smashing great. I got another hour or so to go. Oh, thank you, Sheba Shampoo. Good to see you, my friend. And JRB. Tibet is said to be the body of the Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages. Okay. Right, I'm going to put a video on for a second to keep you complicated for at least a couple of minutes. Okay, and this is YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to leave the camera for 2 seconds. Okay, let me just mute my mic. Scrap that. I haven't done no song with it. And I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to leave the camera a bit for a minute. What? God did that. What? Yeah, I think God did that. So there was no naked women involved in that. Okay, we may get back to that a bit later. It's literally crashed on me for a reason. I think being protected from on high. I guess that song got copyrighted. Okay, that is my own song. It was given to me as copyright free. They can't do that. It's my song. Okay, we're all good. Okay, drum and bass. I ain't got no drum and bass. I wouldn't mind some copyright free drum and bass to use though, or any copyright free music, especially like with a 60s theme, upbeat. That would be groovy. Okay. No, I can't be doing more copyrights. I only just got my channel back yesterday. And I'm not doing anything anymore. Honestly, I'm going to be good. Look, this is the new censored Martin. Clothes on. Did you not witness it? Can't win. The system is bollocks, isn't it? Oh, well, Dan, you know, silver liner minor. If it wasn't bollocks, we wouldn't be so epic, would we? So there is that, you know. I don't even make any sense. Well, it made sense to me. Okay. Congo, make sure to share this out, people, if you could, and you know, to get a more diverse community over. I don't even know why I said that, but it would be great. I know, yeah, don't worry about all that. It's all a bit Heath Robinson, yeah. We just sticky tape it together, don't we? A bit like NASA with spaceships, just a bit of sticky tape. Gives a vacuum out. Jake, good to see you. Hello. Thriceborn. And there's Manage, who's Manny, who's Lisa, and it's Herbie, and it's Cheryl, and who is helping me navigate this existence. Because basically, what is all this shit? It makes no sense. And eggs, naturally. Don't say that in Dave Waffles' chat. Eggs. He's got a thing about eggs. Kindly leave Martin a donation if you can. That would be awesomely appreciated at this period in time. JRB. Don't need sound. Okay, well, we'll get back to having a little perv on a bit later. There's some of them are getting like loads more clothes on, but they keep them on. So all is good. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to get any of me in trouble. Any of me in trouble. Because any of you in trouble. Right, let's get back to so what we're going to do now is we're going to have a reminisce in a little bit about the 1970s. Now, if you weren't there, it was a really good time, and we're going to have a remember some of the awesome things that we had in the 1970s. There may be one or two scantily dressed females in that, but that is just for me. So I know. That was a selfish moment. No, because other people would like it too. But first, let's have a look at some Roman temples. Now, these are pretty groovy. Roman's posting that. What is the date on these? Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, these are the early ones. Roman temples. 1863. So the American Civil War was supposed to have been banging away. So let's have a look. So you don't get many people around. There are ghosts. So it's that time when there's issues with 7%. All right, issues with they say with the development process. So you're missing off that plaque there. Oh, I wish I could time travel and check all this stuff out when it was actually up and running. I bet it's absolutely zero like they tell us in the movies. It's not going to be like Cleopatra. They're all going to have like advanced technologies and stuff go on. Look at this. Okay. So apparently that was a temple. Oh, look at the size of that. Oh, wow, what happened to the front of that building? So it all come off. Oh, that looks a bit buried as well. These look half buried. Wow, look at that. So apparently 2,000-year-old Roman stuff. Oh, look at that at the street level. What's that? 1874 here. Substructures of the platform of the porticus at the Temple of Venus. Okay. So they named the apparent luminaries, the wandering stars, after these gods, or was it the other way around? Venus is supposed to come from the water or shell. And Venus rhymes with what? It's a coincidence, that, isn't it? I wonder if there's something in there. Probably not. So, what happened to this, pray tell? Did they have a war in... what the fuck has happened to that? In Rome? No. Why is it full of holes, like it's been blasted? Okay. Well, they're not explaining. Is that actually supposed to be a 2,000-year-old building? And what happened to it exactly? Custom house of the Pope. Good. Right, custom house. That's a bit gnarly, isn't it? God, can you imagine the Inquisition? Of course, you know, guys, they used to burn people like us in the past. Now we just keep stum, especially if you're a mystic in this place. Shh. Don't tell him. Don't tell him you've got magical powers, for fuck's sake. Okay. So what would your superpower be? I've not mentioned this before. That's the temples to Minerva, of course it is, 1876. With bath chamber. They loved a bath, didn't they? The Phoenicians. It's all about the bathage, wasn't it? Bath and wine. I don't know what. Wine kicks my ass. I could never have a bottle of wine. If I have one bottle of wine, I'm fucking terrible the next day. Oh, banging headache. Oh, please don't talk to me. Oh, she got crinoline going on. So early, up to the Fort of Angelo. And in the past, this had a giant antenna on it in the Lead Van der Haar atlases. And it is part of a large star fort, which you can see there. System. The Vatican is also on a star fort. I don't know why the religious people would need a fort exactly. To protect them from what exactly? In case anyone finds out what they do. What a thing as well, though, isn't it? You know, to pretend you're one religion and really be in another. Wow. So like they're duping people. It's heartbreaking. I don't know what the technology was in these ceilings. It looks like some sort of vibrational tech, because it looks like the inside wall of a acoustic studio for recording. They have all that caper on there, don't they? Fragments of a temple near the tomb of Skepios. Oh, in there. Right, I thought that was the stick thicking thing. That's all that's left is that and that. Okay. Well, after all that time, what would you expect? Temple of Roma, doorway of the Sela. That's 100 AD. 100 AD. Oh, really? Don't look like anyone's been there since that. Right, look at this. Size of these buildings. Must have been giants occupying them. Why be so big? Looking at them, they look like them ones you see in Pumapunka on the side of the walls. Squares that, go inwardly, fractally. Oh, there's the Colosseum there. I got caught nicking in the Colosseum. It was an amazing experience. Not got captured by a weasel. Long story. Temple remains, corniche of 3 temples. So where's the corniche? Oh, there it is. So why is it so low? Because that's on tops of walls usually. All them holes. I do not know. So yeah, no one actually really gave a shit about Roman antiquity until recent years, till Mussolini came along and dug all this stuff out. But look how much is underground. It's all underground stuff. Like a room there. It's all built on 7 hills, isn't it? So Rome, founded by Romulus and Remus, who was Etruscan, apparently, but they named it after Romulus, not Remus. It's not Remus, is it? And then you get the Phoenicians here with the... So the Phoenicians are already there, aren't they? And it's not really Rome at all, is it? So why you got the watery theme with it all? Psyop in it, Roman. That's all they did was Roman. So Anne Magna in the 1970s. Right, let's have a reminisce. Now, you probably don't know, because if you're from America, but we had a program called LOLO. It was frowned upon by our neighbours across the North Sea. They said it maybe thought as being racist. What's racist about a woman in stockings and suspenders covered in swastikas exactly? Explain. So anyway, LOLO was really good. I will say this only once. And then you got to eat your message or it will explode. Or if you don't eat the message, we will know you haven't ate your message. And there was a German in there called Herr Flick, which I thought was a clever play of words. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. I used to sit there when I was a kid thinking, fuck you, Charlie. Yeah? How come you're like on the other side of the phone? You're not even there in fucking person. You got fat fucking Bosley hanging round, bad Forsyth Majors, Jacqueline Smith, and Sabrina, whose name I can't remember. No, they're not fellas. Oh, she has got a really wide jaw on her though. Actually, Lee Majors would be able to tell us, the Fall Guy, if he was still alive. Yeah. I don't like to pick, Trans-Investigate anywhere because it's none of my business, but it is fun, isn't it? It is fun. Monday, Tuesday, happy days. So I'm a cross between Mr. Bean and the Fonz. Is the Fonz cool? Well, if he smacks a jukebox, yeah, your favourite record comes on. Yeah, could you do that? And his fanny magnet. Women just magnetised is the Fonz because he's cool. It's Henry Winkler. Yeah, although there is a rumour that Henry hasn't actually got a winkle. But there's Ralph Malph. Remember Ralph Malph? God, he was obnoxious. What was his sister's name? It's quite fancy when I was a kid. No, never. So no, that's Ralph Malph. Anyway, you probably, if you're young, you won't know what I'm saying. If you're older, happy days. The weekends come. Welcome, Minty. I love Morgan Minty. Oh, poor Robin Williams. He was all right, wasn't he? I don't think he was eating babies. I think he was all right. And I used to really, really love Minty. Oh, she was so sweet, innocent, wasn't she? Bet she's not real life. Nanu, more calling us and coming us. And then there would be a fantastic philosophical, knowledgey bit at the end. What have you learned today, Mork? And it'd be, I have learned that these people in this world, they are very loving. And you come up with some, what he learned, which was always positive spin on it anyway. So I really love more community. Bring it back. Don't make me angry. You would like me if I'm angry. Banner. Now, Banner was a really nice guy. He is a nice guy, and he doesn't want to be angry. Now, the mystery, obviously, of the Hulk is how come his trousers stay on when he increases size? I know what you're thinking. He's got stretchy pants. Yeah, but like that's Lutheringo. Yeah, in the later, newer Hulk, he's massive. Hulk's massive. He fights Sand Monster. He's huge. How they do it with the trousers? Do you ever wonder about that? And what about when he goes back to being Banner? Yeah, they don't cover all this when you're fucking a kid. You just sit there thinking about it. So how the fuck is that happening with his trousers? I used to have loads of questions, especially with. See, I used to love Bionic Man. It was my favorite program. Steve Austin. I wanted to be Bionic. I wanted a Bionic arm, and I wanted a Bionic guy. But Lindsay Wagner became Bionic Woman, and I just like lost all interest in the Bionic Man because now we have a Bionic Woman who also goes. Scarily realistic. So MASH, do you know about 4077 MASH? Yeah. Oh, do you know when the Colonel left his last episode, gone on that white horse? Yeah, I literally cried my eyes out. I was so unhappy to see the Colonel leave. They had a transvestite in there, didn't they? Remember? And they had Rita and the priest. Oh, it was brilliant. Hot Lips Houlihan. Winston, it was a shit. And Hawkeye Pierce was a bit of a boy. So yeah, suicide is painless. It brings on like quite a big change in life, actually. So they want to tell you that. Sunday night at the London Palladium. This is what we had. It's what we had in Britain. Okay, this is the height of British entertainment. So you've got our version of Elvis Presley, not really. It's Adam Faith. Give him that name, he's going to smash it. This guy, he's from the war. He sings Underneath the Arches. I can't remember his name. And Bruce Forsyth. Nice to see you. To see you. Nice. Poor old Bruce. He died a year or two ago. I don't think he was. I don't know what's real and what's not anymore. It's all bullshit, isn't it? It's just to get people thinking bad thoughts. Norman Wisdom. Me and Norman Wisdom got a lot in common, especially with the way, our chaos fields exist. All of my chaos fields is quietening. It still exists. So Larry Grayson. Oh, shut that. I didn't even think of Larry Grayson being a homosexual when I was a kid. I just thought, oh, there's that puffy guy. Honest, nobody even gave a shit back then. We had Larry Grayson. Americans had Liberace. Okay, now Liberace, Mirror fucking Piano, and Jerry Lee Lewis. And let's be honest, nobody even thought they were gay, did they, really? Doesn't even work like that. Come on, silver lady. So here is someone who fixes your windows, Paul Michael Glazier, and silver lady man himself, David Sowell. And with a name like that, you're only going to win in life. What you need, if you want to be a successful New York cop, is you need a big, cushy, cozy, knitted cardigan, which is a good touch, especially if you're going to be rolling over car bonnets, etc. Hey, we're the fake ass Beatles. We never really did anything. We did a good TV show, and Peter Talk is the only one with talent. Hey. They had one British lead singer because basically credibility in lead singing, and there's all of them. I used to like Mickey. I still love the Monkeys. People say we monkey around. Do you know about On the Buses? This was really dirty. You get loads of women in Nothing Hardly On in the buses programs because basically they had mini skirts and they had an upstairs on the bus, so they got steps. This guy here is what you call a ticket collector, okay, or he was a conductor, not a ticket collector, conductor, and he would go, "Oh, get you, butler." Benny Hill. Now you know about him in America, don't you? Yeah, Benny Hill's a good for a laugh, isn't he? But if you watch it back, you're going to know why British people ended up so pervy. This is in the tea room and on your buses. If you remember Olive on the buses, yeah, this is what happens waiting for a bus. And this is just a normal sketch. Like, imagine if a waitress came up to you like that. Brilliant, wasn't it? And this is what happened to British culture. So when I was like 10-year-old, 5-year-old, 5-year-old. At past 7, Thursday, Top of the Pops came on with Pants People. Later it was Hot Gossip, and then it went Legs and Co. But oh my fucking shit, guys! Hot Gossip was actually Chris Everett. Everett, can't remember his name. Yeah, so yeah, Pants People, they totally corrupted the minds of British young men, probably some women as well. With see, I think it's better to have women just wearing, like, basically not giving too much away, not all of it away, like, you know, them things that actually show all of their bits that they wear really tight. That puts men off, honestly. They're like, oh, for fuck's sake, leave a little bit to the imagination. Well, just a friendly bit of advice if you have got a bit of them. Well, they're really tight, aren't they? Beaver munchers. Back in the day, it was so innocent. Jesus Christ, guys. I used to get horny over a visible panty line. You know, we used to talk about, like, you know, for weeks after with your mates. Like, oh, man, fucking hell, did you see it? Oh, my God. For weeks. It was that innocent back then. And nowadays, fucking hell, they're all on OnlyFans, aren't they? Fucking all gone different. Says Twiggy, she's trying to fucking pull you into a web. Is she or isn't she a man? I was once, but I'm not anymore. I had taken off. And now I'm beautiful. Now I'm loved. Okay. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Take a chance on me. I bet it's really hard for ABBA to look back at themselves now and see how beautiful they were now and, you know, what they look like now. But they did a virtual tour last year. I think they shouldn't have bothered. My father used to live in the same area as the blonde one. I used to see her down the shops, Tucson or Stockholm in Sweden, anyway, an area like that. So yeah, the ABBA were like the biggest bands in the world. They shit out of nowhere, and they were shit. You know, Stock Aitken Waterman bad, you know, it's completely marketed bullshit. I always wondered about these, do you know, these flouncy dances? They used to do that. We had people came into the school once and just started throwing themselves interpretive dancing or some shit. And they started throwing themselves awkwardly around the floor in leotards, which was awkward, especially with the men. You know, it's like, oh, fucking hell. It's truth, that guy's not got no strides on. A bit like male ballerinas, but, you know, as we know, they're mostly homosexual. Or maybe they're undercover, pretending that they are, so they can go into the female dressing rooms. That would be genius. So I use Victoria Principal. She's getting down and dirty in Dallas. Yeah. Jiggling away. Nothing going on here, eh? Hi. Completely clothed people. Okay. And here is a raving psychopath, schizophrenic. I don't want to chuck that out about Anne Margaret, especially now she's gone. And plus, I get done for harassment and stuff. So, like, I love, as you know, Anne Margaret. Not so much Nancy Sinatra. She's only rich because and a singer because her father got her a job singing. Because basically, he's like Godfather in the mob, isn't he? You know, you don't want to wake up with a horse head next to you, do you, for the film role? But this is what happens. These boots are made for walking. And one of these days, these boots. So what I like about Anne Margaret is she wears see-through clothing. Have you noticed that she wears tights that you see through? But she acts all mental. Imagine that, fucking doing all of that around the house all day. So she said she shagged Elvis, a bit of like Hollywood sex thing going on. And she said, oh, he had a tiny knob like Tom Jones. I'm not sure if that's true, but I don't want to check. I could get done for harassment saying things about the king's penis, but there she is. She'd know. She knows a thing or two about that subject, no doubt. Look, but this is what it does to you. Yeah. Hollywood, I mean. Oh, they all look so unhappy. Look at her when she was fresh-faced. It was Hollywood or porn. I went for Hollywood. They're giving me so much money. Oh, it's fucking glorious. I'll last for at least 65 years. And then I'll turn into an older version of me. Isn't it weird all day? So there she is. She starts out all like, yeah, baby. Yeah, jazzbo. Oh, yeah, feel that beat. Oh, yeah, groovy, baby. Oh, yeah, mama. Oh, yeah, mama, feel that beat. And she's still, even then, early on, she had some brilliant marketing. see-through trousers is going to get you on a Hollywood stage every time. So if you are thinking of being in Hollywood, wear see-through trousers, I'll get you. So let's have a look at Lviv in the Ukraine, only because you've got Italian buildings. Quickly, briefly go through, and then we're going to have a look at images of the day, because I've been talking for 2 hours, and I wasn't going to go 3 hours because my back is fucking really hurting me. So this is in the Ukraine. So as you know, it's not Russia, and it's another country apparently that they speak Russians, but they're more in line with supporting the Third Reich in the Second World War over. They're Russians, and now they apparently have fisticuffs or whatever. What the fuck ever? Who even cares? They've been saying, right, oh, we're going to have an economic crash and all the money will go, since I was like 12. And they've been saying they've been going to have nuclear war since I was a baby, okay? And now Putin's like, oh yeah, I'm going to chuck nuclear bombs at you and chuck them back and all of this. Like, what the fuck ever? Stupid. Right, let's have a look at Jesus. He's holding up it's an angel holding up the cross. It's got a bell on top. Fall of consciousness. All of this in Bible stuff's on an analogy for the rise and fall of consciousness. Yeah, ebb and flow of consciousness, which is a definite. We're on a low point at the moment. The 90s were pretty good. I noticed that was a better time, especially in Britain. People had stuff. God, it's really horrible, isn't it? An awful way to conduct a world and a realm. So, like, based things on torture victims, just get it on a good vibe to start with. Do you know what I mean? See, I wouldn't have done that. Like I said, I started with lasers and miniskirts day one for a necessity, and a more greener environment, with more planty things, more critters, loads more critters, baby elephants walking up the street, miniature horses, the really little dwarf horses, lots and lots of dwarf horses roaming around, just wild to look at because they're cute, and other non-dangerous furry animals, lots of hedgehogs. Okay, that's what we want in the realm. Lots of hedgehogs, not just them. Okay, I'm sure there's loads of nice critters. I'm not so sure about kangaroos. They seem a bit attitudey, don't they? And you can punch. I've seen some guy punched her. You can box them, can't you? Well, that's beautiful. What is going on? Oh, I don't know. It's a load of stuff on a thing. If you're looking for an accurate, historical description, a load of stuff on a thing. Okay, we're moving on. So Russia, yes, they got some good shit in the Ukraine. So I'm not sure where this war is raging. Not in Kiev, is it? Or wherever. I think it's where it's always been, up with the Chechen rebels. Well, here we see the Phoenicians, grapes, wine, and the whole thing. So they were there too. So some people say there was loads of Jerusalems, including Moscow as one. Constantinople. She had triplets. So I was thinking about Mary Magdalene, because basically her remains are all over the realm. There's a skull here, a fingernail there, bits here and bits there. She got a lot of bad press, didn't she? But she was really good to Jesus, and she anointed him with oils on his feet and stuff, and looked after his well-being. And I bet she was pretty as well. So I'm all for go, Mary Magdalene, go. Bad press, and she'd been sainted, so yeah, I quite like that one. So yeah. Big ups for Mary Magdalene. Woohoo! They might be just bad press, you know, the Catholic Church. They'd be like, oh yeah, she was the whore of fucking Babylon, Shaq Thousand she did, and then she ends up with the Messiah. See, I don't think that's the case. I'm not sure about all that, guys. So got a lot of Phoenician stuff on here. Is Mercury's caduceus. Zap. I will heal you with my caduceus. So it's a nice big door with Jesus. Let's have a look at this. Oh, look, it's a lobster. That's something you definitely don't want to wake up and find in your underpants. Is a lobster. Not that that could happen. I'm just saying it would be shit if you did. But you could wake up in the morning, gaffer tape to the ceiling, looking down at the bed. That could really happen. Okay, you don't even know what could happen. You could wake up and literally step out your bed and fall off a cliff, but the cliff will only be 2 foot high and you land in sand, so it'll be all okay. Just put, silver liner, minor. Yes. Fuck. Oops. I'm sorry, any little babies watching. Martin's a bad man. Stop it, Martin. Consequences. Making not shareable. There you are. That's consequences. So I'm not cussing anymore, guys. This is the new me. As you can see, all women are going to be clothed from now on. I'm not going to talk about jugs all the time. Okay. We're going to talk about history. We're going to uncover some big stuff. Shit. Okay. So yeah, man, I meet tomorrow. So that's why I got to get on, because it's going to be basically hanging out with truthers and doing basically partying. Fuck it. This winter's been too strange. I'm literally got to an age now where I'm like, no, I'm not. I get it. All right. Whoa. Fuck off. Let's just have a party and not worry about things. This is the best. And plus, it's my anniversary of something I don't usually do, which is awesomely strange to me. Is having a relationship with a female. That's a year in now. So that's another excuse. And I got some mates coming. One of my mates from school, who's in my gang, he's coming. Stephen with his girl, Katie. And my old mate, Gumbel, is going to be awesome. I seen Gumbel, he was in chat last week, but I missed him. If you are there, Gum, it's going to be awesome. We're going to all hang out. My son will be there and all the gang doing stuff. Okay, this looks mad flooded. Fuck, yo. I swore. Do they have a room tax in Russia as well? Well, that's a quinky dink. That tax was everywhere in the world then. Yeah, they built beautiful stuff back then, didn't they? It's not IKEA there, is it? It's more. Ooh. Look at their beautiful stuff compared to now. All you get now is a big fucking telly in your room, which like dominates your existence. Not you. I'm just saying people, the collective, whatever you want to call them. Right, images of the day. We're going to get on because I got to get on. I got to do a meet tomorrow. So this would have been groovy. You could have gone on holiday in the past, London to Istanbul. Well, we all know the Orient Express, and they went on a ferry on the Orient Express. You could go on a ship all the way there as well. But you could go on a train from Waterloo, cross the channel on a ferry, and then go all the way to Istanbul. But they also did it by air balloon. The Orient Air Express travel, the heavens in style. So that would have been amazing stuff all the way to Istanbul. The Orient Express, air balloon. Why are they doing that now? You may ask yourself. That would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yeah. Well. So I've been wondering about Ozzy Osbourne, because that woman he was with, that was his hand, wasn't it, Sharon? So this is in with Tommy Lee, and dudes don't do that to one another, guys. That's fighting talk. You put your hand near there. So I don't know what's going on. They all seem very pally, these lot, don't they? Awkwardly so. I'm not so sure about them, but it's each their own. I don't give a fuck. So this lady has got some tech clothes on, and she's protecting her face from something. She's got a bit of B tech going on. I don't know. Check that out for a fireplace in your house. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, but it don't look like there's a fire in it, just candles. But yeah, nice big liney fireplace. Ha ha ha. So I used the Ruskies, and I noticed the Ruskies. I mean the Romans. Is there a difference? Here they come on their chariot, and I notice that this angel, who the usual score, is presenting a laurel leaf to the leader. The leader gets the orb, the crucifix, and some sort of staff, which is usually a scepter. But this angel has got the faceless knight on a spear. Faceless knight appears almost everywhere in antiquity. What happened to him? My guess is he got zapped by the fasces. So here is the street in America. This is in Alaska, and you've got polar bears hanging out in the street, doing nobody no harm. Except he's going to rip that kid's arm off in a minute, uncontrollably, probably lash him around a bit, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck, this never usually happens." Nah, that's not going to happen, guys. Sorry to give you that vision. So yeah, the world got flooded and they knew shit. So she was like, "Oh, great sage, God person, who are so wise and beautiful and big, please, 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 make all of this shit go away." And an offering. But she's in Egypt and she's ginger, white. So what she's doing there, she's a Phoenician. And she's in the water. After. See, I thought that was Cameron Diaz. Okay. Apparently it's not. This is a photo from antiquity of someone that looks really like Cameron Diaz. But in the background, you can see a statue of Bacchus with grapes in the hair. The young Dionysus. Let's check the back of this jet here. It's got a St. Michael and the dragon, just like you get in this case with a lion. Interesting. But with a serpenty tail. Does that mean it was two houses, two factions? So that's a pretty statuey thing of Rome. And that is St. Peter's Basilica. And a 5G tower smack in front of it. Beautiful. So if you get a wiener dog, you can wrap them up with electromagnetic protection. So, you know, you don't want to get zapped. I thought that was... I'll do some baby elephant videos soon to make myself happy. There's nothing cuter than a baby elephant. It's like a baby donkey. And baby horses and baby critters. They're all pretty cute, aren't they? Anyway, so yeah, look at the size of this. This is apparently the library of Alexandria before it got torched. So a nice big sunlight, so you can definitely get some light in, and they had a shit ton of books. I wonder what they were all about. All of that world that went before us, guys. They got highly technological. Something happened. We got reset. Civilization after civilization in this place has been obliterated. It ends. And the Gorgon is a statue or a photograph, actually, of a statue. Looks like a photograph, doesn't it? Of Theseus chopping the head off the Gorgon. The Gorgon is Medusa tech with the serpents you can see, which is fasces tech, which we talk about. This is a medieval salt cellar. I'm going to skip over quick before AI realizes anything. And here is the dove from above, the Holy Grail, and the plasma burst of the dove from above. You got a serpent here as well. Curiouser and curiouser, said Alice. So that's a nice chair, isn't it? If you had that chair. Oh, she seems to be like holding on to the ropes so she doesn't fall. Oh, nice touch. What year is that? It is from IZ96. IZ96. I'm not magging up on a bottom. Don't be ridiculous. It's made of wood. Oh, 1896. Okay. So a lovely bit of wood. You do incredible things with wood. So here's apparently a Roman torque ring, which is interesting. It's made of gold, but it has obviously it's got two opposing Tauruses that are the horns of this goat ram thing. So they knew about Taurus tech. Somebody never quite finished this statue, but he thought, fuck it, that looks really awesome. I'm leaving it as it is because I think it looks really awesome. He was better off leaving it as it was. This is an artwork, AI. Sexual content. Jesus. So moany. So yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that surroundings. Just like today, isn't it? No. Everyone dressed in beautiful finery. Must have took them all day to get that stuff on. And they're doing a bit of magic, getting high on the incense and any oils they've rubbed on, and they're all getting in the charge under the spire to be inspired. She's got a spire on her head. Might be she's just a cone head or a horn head. But nice bit of Tatarian headwear. Happy hats. Like happy hats on Flat Earth British. Part of our thing. Oh, I'm not sure what's happened, but check out here. Some Roman gladiators. That's what cannibals say. Gladiator. And there's some guy who's got a laurel leaf on. But these have fasces and labris intact. Look at the gold coins on these guys, and he got gold on there. So I don't think they're slaves if they're like literally dripping in gold. Although she's probably a Christian, and probably so is the bull. They ended together, but what a beautiful tragedy with flowers. Not. I don't know what that is. It's just beautiful colours and looks very, very nice to my Brian. It's beautiful. So we like beauty. Here's a dog head, and a dog head is talking to two, I get bat heads or whatever they are, in November on this Roman mosaic, and a dog head's got a caduceus. Why is a dog head got a caduceus? Don't know. So yeah, I get a lot of statues with the arms missing. Do you know what happened here? She started biting her nails, and that's how it ended up. Venus de Milo went the same way. She started biting her toenails as well. Fucking disgusting. Hey, people who bite their toenails, that's just wrong, guys. So check this statue out. It's beautiful, isn't it? Paris Natural History Museum. Orangutan choking the shit out of some dude. Let's have a look. Okay. Is there some sort of warning in that? That orangutans could just get pissy. Okay, well, we'll take your warning. This is Berlin Kaiser Wilhelm I in 1945. Oh, excuse me. 1945. The war has coming to an end. And there seems to be the crazy helmet of some sort of knightage. I don't know. So the lion and the lamb. Some say there is a Mandela effect with the lion and the lamb, but there's loads of pictures. Bear, Romanian bear, if he is in chattage. Hiya, New West Reset. Thanks for coming. You're very nice. Hi, Laura. And hiya, Truth Seeker. Yay, Jen. What's happening, love? Good to see you here. There's our friend Jen there. She been in my conventions and everything. Jen's awesome. She does meltage, man. There's Shevich. Okay, Joy, just GP. Benny Riley, love you, bro. Okay, so yeah, but here's the lion and the lamb together in this religious depiction. Phoenix. I went to Phoenix last year. I drove through, went to a place just outside. But yeah, so this is Phoenix, Arizona, 100 years ago. Just sweet fuck all, because the world got reset in that part of the world. That's why it's all stony and rocky. And this is that part now. Got 5G tower there. So looks exactly the same, except for the 5G towers. So I wrongly said that this was a courthouse in Ohio, but it's got palm trees, so it can't be. I can't actually remember where it was, and I've lost the caption now, but I think it might have been Florida. But forgive me if I got it wrong. But regardless, it's a courthouse in America, and it's got crazy antiquitech with wires and shit. I got a mag up of it. I put it on my community message. It's just craziness on the antiquitech, which is in the Urban Dictionary, because we're changing the realm here, guys. Flat Earth British. Everyone's going to know Boris and the Wool. Not that we care about all that. I like it as it is. I like a happy little friendly thing we got going on. Works for me, baby. Works for me. There's our antiquitech. So a load of lots like light bulbs, arc lamps, whatever. But It must have been amazing lighting that course house up with that. Oh, there she is. That's Mary Magdalene. So she's in a church in the south of France, and I think her toenails in another church. You got like bits and bobs of her, but there she is, Mary Magdalene. God love her. She looked better. But reliquary, they're big about that, aren't they? So yeah, lightning. What you got to do is you got to harness it when you get struck by it. You need to attract it, like Antiquitech buildings did do. And there's plenty of EM in the atmosphere post reset, and straight into the spire, and then you see straight into the dome where these resonators and collectors get a massive boost in charge out of that. Free energy, guys. Rosicrucianists, they're a bit weird, aren't they? Not really. They grow their hair long because they believe that they are antennas and they, could get information out of the water, which is the air, and access to the Akashic record. So, for some reason, in past maps, they show a giant inland sea in Australia. Why, I do not know, but apparently it's there. And there's some paintings as well, which show you people standing by the banks of this lake. They don't tell you nothing about it in the education system, that's for sure. So here's a nice big Italian building, mud floody thing in the middle of a muddy field with nothing else going on. And you can see loads of them. Schoolhouses, asylums, hospitals. Air bubbles instantly frozen in a Russian lake. Bubbles. So yeah, these are from apparently ancient Rome, whatever. And they survived all that long, and they're made of frosted glass. The Romans were cited for inventing glass, by the way. But you can see, again, with the Bacchusite theme, crown, and flowing grapes, which you always get. So, attention to detail. I wonder who envisions all of this. Oh, I know, we'll just stick shit everywhere. Phoenician faces, Cherubinuskis, flowing flowers, grapes, seashells, all the usual stuff. Just splatter it on until there's no space left, and then just put more on top of that. This is how to get ahead in life. So this is, I've shown all of the images from this church in New York City. I'm just wondering what exactly is going on with the Vatican. But don't say too much about it because they're probably all very, very, I was going to say nice, but I can't even make myself do that. Trying to be, okay. Naughty, naughty, you must wear clothes. I don't like wearing clothes. Oh, but you must. So, I don't know, he's telling them off. He's telling them off. Oh, shit, that's a dude, is it? Yeah, that's a dude. Got a bit of a thing going on there. That could have been Adam and Eve, and this could be God. Where's Lilith? Oh, they're on waves. They're on water. Aren't they? On mud? I don't know. Anyway, sorted. So here's a load of witches. They've taken to the air, and they're flying around. This happens all the time, guys. We always see witches going over. They're on Virgin Airlines. Okay. So yeah, he's watery and flooded, and there's dry bits. And this guy here is looking Jesus-y. He's got a scroll in his hand, and there's a serpent or something, or excuse me, a crow or an eagle on dry land. What's happening? He just pointed and he said, "Grow, plants, grow." Pating, pating. And then there was 2 trees. Because you can do that if you're a god. You can make things grow instantly. Okay. But just don't get it wrong. Because if you get it wrong, you could just manifest something really stupid, which would be no good at all. So let's have a look what's happening. So we got a load of angels. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? And here, Mary, I present to you a baby. When we grew earlier. What's his name? Stephen. Is it? No, Jesus. You are. And she's giving him something in. Why are they all dressed in medieval clothes? This is the far off Bronze Age. This is the biblical era, isn't it, or something? But I'm glad to see they're all making offerings. Gold, frankincense, myrrh. As I said, not so much of the myrrh next time. The angels are really little, aren't they? I hear. And these are little people. Are they children? Because they look like adults to me. Let's have a mag up. I'm guessing they could be kids. It's difficult to say. Anyway, religion is weird. It's weird. So this is a prisoner of war camp called Andersonville in the American Civil War. Apparently, they put shit ton of men with no cover into this camp. Apparently, they didn't last long. According to the official narrative, there's a photo existing of photos of Andersonville Prison in the American Civil War, where they put tens of thousands of men apparently to eat poo. Whatever you do. So yeah, I think they added too many things in this. I think this has been an added to AIE picture because they've gone crazy on the Antiquitech in this. In fact, it's like Antiquitech overdose, like everywhere. Antiquitech, age, which is in the Urban Dictionary, by the way. So here's a couple of puppets, a puppet and a puppet. Oh, we shouldn't pick on her, really. It's not her fault. It's everyone got their own journey in life. Seen these? They sell baby cucumbers. Yeah. It says perfect for snacks or entertaining. Don't know. Strange times. This is a good doll. It's my daughter for Christmas. Unhappy to be me. The doll with low self-esteem, Jenny. I do not like myself. Can I please be someone else? So that's from 1992. This gives a lot of children proper trauma. What are you going to do? So I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to say anything about pop stars unless I say it in a positive light. So I really like Rod Stewart. No, I really do. I like Elton John. Elton John's music, wicked. So yeah, they're in the bath together. Oh, in the separate bath, but. So apparently, it said on the caption that this giant here, although he's got 6 fingers, that doesn't matter. It's not AI, and it really does look like he's there. He's fucked up. It doesn't look like an AI thing at all. Apparently, he's a Chilean railway workman. They got the name for him. It's like Gonzales, something like that. Chilean name. And apparently, a giant, but you know, because of AI now, everything's under question, isn't it? So apparently in Battery Park, around 1910 mark, would have been a giant Egyptian obelisk where there was once a star fort in Battery Park, apparently. So here's a hairy saint, and she's giving him a disc of round stuff. So it's not the stuff you have when you're doing Holy Communion, like holy bread. I think he's prayed for some acid. I'm not sure. But why is he furry? Why is he a hairy man, guys? Why is there so many angels flying around? And why are we seeing them now? Yeah? Why aren't the angels visiting and flying around? Look at these angels. All got wings on, guys. Yeah? Look at that fucked up world. Wonder what happened there. It's all on fire in the background. Bad day at Blackrock. Yeah, something like some kings. So they need this ermine as well, which is something that they like kings. There's orb, crowns. These are Phoenician weapons they brought with them. See that laser, the plasma burst in the background, and the Phoenician naval pillar, the totem, and Britannia with the weapon to give Britain all its power and make it victorious. The plan of the city and suburbs of London are fortified by the order of Parliament in the year of 1642 and 1643. So if anyone was actually thinking that London had no star forts, there's one in the modern day in Chatham. Hey, nonny, no. London was surrounded by star forts. I bet some of them you could visit in the modern day, or the remainders of. Did you know that? Because I never until this week. I know. New discovery, guys. Well, from a British perspective, there's St Paul's Cathedral. Star forts all around London. So London Madden too. Is there any need for that with the buttocks? Man, what's going on with these Phoenicians, man? It's really weird. See this Antiquitech thing in the middle of the mud? This thing here, it's got like stuff on it there and there. Not sure what it is, but it's in the middle of a muddy field. And it's a bunko booth, which we suspect could be something. So electricity, I got a TENS unit because I've got really bad nerve damage at the moment, so I'm trying to treat it. But these, they knew about in the past. You could get an electrical corset. Fuck me, I could do with a male version of one of them. I bet you that's sort of my backup. That is amazing. Electrical corset gives you a subtle voltage, which sorts out your fascia, which is awesome. So we got fleur-de-lis. This is an old cannon, they say, but I just can't imagine the detail and the effort that go into these cannons just to shoot a cannonball. Where would you put the cannonball anyway? Do you unscrew the end or do you put it down the end? All right. How do you lift it? Crane. It's only horse and carriage. I think these were definitely more than what they're saying. Don't you? If not, they're very nice to look at. There's copper in that one. It's oxidized, isn't it? Check that one out. There's the Phoenician thing going on again, isn't it? Lion, heraldry. But these are Spanish. Got the Spanish main. So yeah, we got a school in Warsaw. A lot of Polish schoolboys, and the guy in the middle is doing the old Freemasonic thing in there, which is quite fashionable at the time. But notice they all got the same clothes on, uniformic, even military. Doing that weird stuff even back then. Oh, this was a pier in America, got destroyed, this pier, but it's jam-packed with Antiquitech and got this thing at the end, which is no longer there because there's pictures of it actually being destroyed. So in J783, you could carry your horse on a balloon. So I'm not sure about this. Maybe that's the door number 816, but it's a Phoenician ship with Phoenicians. So we got Benny Riley playing pool like a champion. Good. I'm good at pool. I'll give you a game. Beat you. Maybe. See how it goes. Okay, Liddy, good to see you. Roses. I'm coming back in a minute. We've got fleur-de-lis. I know it's everywhere. So Michael Archangel. Oh, glad you made a show. And Lee, Flat Earth British sub. Much love to you, Lee, my friend. Thank you for everything. Okay. Lee. So, I was wondering if penny farthings were a thing because they seem so fucking stupid. And if you fall off one, you're definitely going to have an accident. They're really hard to get on and off of. But apparently, oh no, it was a thing. People were riding around on penny farthings and pith helmets as crash helmets because you hit the floor, you're going to hurt your head. So look at this. Must have had a few whip rounds to build all that in that church. I'm probably going to just sack a foreign place and nicked all their stuff. That's what they usually do. So here's Stonehenge in the past. In the past, there was a house right in the field in front of Stonehenge. Some sort of police box or telephone box, but the road goes straight past. You used to be able to jump over the fence by here and go straight to it, but they play balls now. Back in the day, it was a lot different. They got it down now. So this, excuse me, I got a squirrel friend out the front, Fendi Murnia. We look after our squirrels around here. This one's got a real big possession. He's like, this is mine. This is mine. He ain't going nowhere. But no. This is my nut. So he's having a bit of time burying that, I can see. Ah, love him. So apparently, the reason Debbie Harry sounds so shit in Glastonbury just recently. She is 80 years of age. She didn't even start with Blondie until she was in her 30s. She did all of that Blondie stuff later, Debbie Harry. Shows this is later drugs era. She's hanging around with Brooke Shields, who's actually in a school uniform. So it's a bit weird, isn't it? How she's even in a nightclub. It's holly weird. So hands up who feels sorry for multi-talented Karen Carpenter. Here she is here with a very beautiful Olivia Newton-John. I'm going to eat quail's eggs. I don't think she's actually eaten anything in her life. She'd probably go to the toilet and stick her fingers down her throat. But she was an amazing drummer. Oh my God, Karen Carpenter. And I don't think it's true that she was having some inappropriate relationship with her brother, although people think it, because they chuck it out there like they did with the White Stripes, which wasn't true. They were married, Meg and Jack. So I don't think it's the same with the Carpenters, although it was really awkward and weird when they started to sing love songs to one another, but no more awkward than Nina Zabbaroni, for example. Eh? So yeah, look at her. She's like miles away. MK Ultra's kicked in there. Like she's like gone, just miles away. I can imagine just by looking at that face that Olivia Newton-John has a bit of a psycho about her. Like she could really freak the fuck out. I just got that buzz off her just looking at that picture. So fucking hell, she's beautiful. Don't turn her. Look at those crazy fucking eyes. Listen, this is not hating on Olivia Newton-John. She's not with us anymore. So, yeah, look at them crazy eyes. Jesus fucking Christ, both of them. So yeah, Karen Carpenter, she was really skinny and weird. I don't know. That is just a tree. AI, just a tree. Obviously, just a tree. It's a happy tree, or it will be. Jane with her first car, Cardiff, Wales, 1968. Full album in comments. And this is Jane in a Cardiff street, and she's bought herself a lovely Morris Minor. And she's happy. And she's very, very happy. She's going to be driving around in that in the streets of Cardiff. Just like Charlotte Church. So that is her cleaning her Scirocco a bit later. It reminds me of that bit in that sketch bit in the film Cool Hand Luke when the woman's cleaning the car with soap suds. Yeah, a bit like that. Anyway, Lilith statue in Poland. So this is what Lilith looks like. Take the wings away. What's wrong? So let's have a look at Bridget Bardot. Oh, and everyone's following, all these men are following Bridget Bardot. I can see this guy likes her quite a bit. Bridget Bardot. She's a bit older there. They liked her, she was a bit younger. But yeah, so this is what it's all about, the cycle of reincarnation. You spend 9 months trying to get out and the rest of your life trying to get back in again. It's the most curious thing. But there you can see it in action. Spit it out and then we all go back in. And ashes to ashes, funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie. This is in a book. And somebody's talking about Antiquitech. Churches and temples extend to the sky, capture the universal force to channel it down to people who do not know how to access it by themselves. And this could be still happening. This, what they call chi energy here, they regard it as. So that was definitely going on with the stupas and what they regard as churches, Antiquitech machines. So what if it was like that below the streets? It just went down, down, down. So this is a bit like Blade Runner world. I think it will get like Blade Runner world. They'll do layers and layers, and the bottom bit will always. I was just a skinny lad. I knew no good from bad, but I knew love before I lived my luxury. Yeah, let alone with Big Fat Sally. She was had such a lovely family. There's the Gorgon there from an old Trojan, because the Trojans had the Gorgons as well, apparently. Same one. It's got lizards. Lizards, active charge, zap. And that's apparently a Hellenistic shield with a Gorgon. It looks like a dude, which isn't. This is the dawning of the age of the fall of Phoenicia. They sucked so they shouldn't have bothered. Too much water. So yeah, that'd be a nice place to chill out and read your book when on a hot summer's day. Nice fan on you. Pick up a book. Relaxy-voo. Oh, it'd be lovely when they're all the sun shining through in different colours. One can dream. One can dream. So this is how bridal costumes should be. If you're going to go into that weirdness in the first place, like, you know, basically doing a deal with the devil, what you should do is go full front. Yeah, fuck it. It's only a church. Just a suggestion. That boy is dressed weirdly, isn't he? Anyway, who am I to judge? Who is she to judge? She just got delivered in a shell. Oh, it's lovely here. Oh, smells great. Yeah, I got a bird. It's not like that. This is some bird person. And I would love a bird that actually came down and talked to me about things and had a good intellectual conversation going with it, like a crow or something. Would be awesome. I'd be into that. You can just dream talking critters. Oh, it's a donkey then. So look at all this stuff below ground level. So this is in 1850s. They had a wall that went all the way around Constantinople. Must have been a really, really big wall for Byzantia or Istanbul. So you want to work in a coal mine and mow? Okay. So if you want to go and stand up, touch it, because you won't be standing up till you get out of here at the end of the day, because the mine shaft is only 4 foot height. So if you want to stretch, you better lay down and do it. And you're going to go down a mile or something into the coal mine, but you're going to be cramped up like that, crushed in with other guys, until you get down to the face of the mine underground. Seems shit to me. You don't mind to. Here are Maori women. They look. There's pretty much thing going on with like North American Indians, as in they got the feathers like the North American Indians going on here and here. But check this little boy. Looks like you got a little moustache, something going on, a little Zorro thing going on. It's pretty weird. Nice furs, but yeah, Maoris. They do look like North American Indians. We've got little feathers on this one thing. Bunny rabbits. So what I've noticed, especially in the last couple of years, is people take their job way too fucking seriously. I like that because they're going to sack you like a dog if they want to anyway and make you redundant. This is some guy who's basically collecting golf balls. So he's going on like basically a shooting range, active golf balls landing on you, but he's got protection. So a golf ball doesn't kill you, because they can do some serious damage, golf balls. I've seen when it's the bounce off someone's head at a football match. And yeah, he went down like a sack of shit. I was quite surprised. I thought, fuck me. The golf balls are dangerous. So yeah, this is an early photograph, 1850s, on a glass plate image. And the guy's got like shades on, man. He's looking like modern and cool and shit, yeah? Fucking beatnik. So I was wondering if this was safe. Apparently, women used to knit walking down the road. Is that safe? I don't know. I'm thinking if you fell over, slipped on some dog shit or something, you could easily get a knitting needle in the ear or the eye, at least, or impale yourself or somebody else. No, I don't think that should be allowed. That's dangerous. So nudity is God's creation. Now, she would say that, wouldn't she? Because she can. She's like, oh, I'd love to get my clothes off. I look so bloody good. And everyone would agree as well. So, yep, I concur. So what I'm wondering is this, right? So this is obviously Lincoln in his younger years. It's like 1850s or something, before he's Prezi, anyway. So he's a lawyer, okay, in the city. So why does he look so shit? Don't they do hairbrushes in antiquity? And look how disheveled his clothes are and stuff. Find it with them all at this era. Although it's silk, I'm guessing they didn't have like an iron or whatever. And he looks, look at his eyes. But why can't they just comb their hair? Is it something they don't do? I don't know. It's just really, General Sherman's the same. He don't fucking brush his hair either. You should make him brush your hair. So yeah, somebody's buried in here, but look, it's got coded. They got all of this dome thing going on, 2 Masonic pillars, laurel leaf here as well. So they were part of the establishment, and you know, the curtains. You know, so the show was over for this one. And be put in a mausoleum, maybe to be resurrected. Anyone for a bong? So they say that she's going around with a bucket and giving everyone a bit of booze out of a horn. I put it to you, that's a bong. Could be. She's got the green cape, that one. She's more Green Lantern. Thou shalt shutteth thy pie hole and calmeth thine titties, is the advice I give you for today. So, okay, so let's calm it down, okay, and calm our titties down. So I got to go because I got a meetup to sort out tomorrow. Hopefully see some of you there. 400 of you watching. Happy Thursday to you. I'll give you a few of you shouts before I dive off. So, Hippie Shake sharing my paid donation link, which I never ever mention, but I should. So I am. I'm grateful and really appreciate it. A bucket of meat, Martin. You don't get pissed on meat, thankfully. I don't know if you drink enough of it, you'll probably be seen twice. Hiya, can't say that word. Hi, Deb. Hi, JRB. Martin, my cat gave birth to 5 kittens during your show. One named Martin, I love you. Is that true? Is that true? They really give birth? Fuck. Well, when I was talking about like the nativity and the birth of Jesus, and no, 5 kittens have been born. One of them's called Martin. What's it look like? Send me a picture. Please, Martin Eager 7. Just now. Guys, just now, 5 kittens born into the world. Woo-hoo! 5 little souls. Go, souls, go. Woo-hoo! It good. What's happening, my brother? Good to see you again. Kay, hi, lovely. Tracy. Shiva Shampooage. Ah, I got a cat named after me. Great this day. I'm late. We'll have to catch up. Just watch it from the beginning, Neil. I'm going to have to dive off soon. So, yeah. If you want to make your way to Cardiff tomorrow, the link is in the descriptions box. I'll just put it into the... Just read that. I'll give you a map and you find out how to get there. The party's running from 3 in the afternoon till shutting time, probably around 10 or something. But you won't last that long because mashed up. So it's going to be really good. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Do a bit of truthing, networking, meeting one another. That's the plan. Anyway, so we're doing that, whatever. So I'm going to be there. I'll be at Tampa Meetup on the 11th. I only seen that for the first time yesterday, or the day before, weirdly. Tracy, good to see you. Which I'm supposed to be in Tampa Bay, Florida. So hopefully I get my shit sorted out. And we're going anywhere this year, including America land. Or anywhere. So Stu, Jason Gray, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, congratulations on the cats. Oh, I bet they're cute, aren't they? I bet the cat's happy licking them in a Mr. Beast fan. Is she? See. It is so cute, Marianne. We witnessed that. We witnessed birth, baby kittens. Gigi, good to see you. Mudfuzzle Evidences channel. That's interesting. Good to see you. Mudfossler. And Sandra and Dallas, my bros in here. Sandra and Neil, good to see you. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to be busy, so I'm not sure if Flatday's going to be in. This is my effort, but I will be back in the very near future. I have shit tons I never showed you tonight because of the time aspect. And like I said, I've got to get on. Oh, I know, Deb. It's beautiful, isn't it? Baby kittens. Okay, Terry. See, thanks for popping by, everybody. Keep that vibration up. And hopefully some of the words that I say tonight help you in some way and help us all together get away from those negative thoughts, patterns that they got us into and all of that. Because basically, we got this, babies. We got this. What legends. Okay, great show. Thanks, Bob. Good to see you, mate. And thanks, New West Reset, man. Awesome. Gary, my bro. Good to see you again, Mo. Damn. Good to see you, man. Okay. Jason Gray and Michael Archangel. Happy B-Day, Marticus. Happy Thursday to you, Archangel Michael. Okay. That's it. Okay, now I need food. Munchies. Mr. Beast, 111 Ascent. Good to see you as well. Thank you for being here. Oh, there you are, lovely people. There's my presentation. What's it been about? A blitz North Africa. Something went to shit there. But it's all not corresponding evidence. I don't know what's going on with that. It's almost like there's 2 timelines or something. Liddy, which could be the case. Shrunk out of heavens high, hitting all-time low. Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. Okay, Lisa and Liddy. Thank you. Thank you, Lee. Yes, as well. That's excellent work, Lee. Okay. So, yeah. So that's it. Flat Earth British into another year, 2024, or so they say. 9 years of Flat Earth British. Blowing minds and shattering paradigms, which is awesome. Okay, I got to get going. Mary, thank you for being here, lovely. Thank you for your support and everything and being a good human. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jason, see you later, alligator. Thank you, Cheryl. Who's talking to Leafy? Ah, there's the meetup link. I'll just post it in there. Okay. So, yeah, why not? Break pattern. And come and have a good time with me, because that's what we do, basically. Anyway, there's Lee Free. Good to see you, man. Yay, Lee Free. And J Dogs. Later, J Dogs. And later, Viv. Okay, I gotta get going. This is not supposed to be 3 hours long. I told myself. Round table, a pub in Cardiff. Lee. So, there you are, guys. There's I'm back. Weather Channel still on strike. This one is out for the moment. We forge ahead. We do what we can. Dib, 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 dop, dop, dop. Okay, guys? Okay. Nothing but the best. Nothing but a good time, Martin. Okay, that's what it's all about, isn't it? Ashes to ashes, funk to funky. We know Major Tom's junkie. Yeah, I know. David Bowie. Okay, I got to get going. See you all soon, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being legends. I'll catch you in a few days.